Okay. Um, Today is the 24th anniversary of the Magnificent Seven's victory in Atlanta, winning the gold medal on the all-around team. Now, we need to boycott all sports that are caving to the BLM, Antifa, rioting, all the bullshit movement. Now, some background on the Magnificent Seven. Of the 7 women, all 7 are different. One is black, one is Asian, okay, 5 are white, one is Jewish, 3 were descendants from communist countries, China, Romania, and Russia. They were American-born descendants. Oh, yes. Okay. Several were Republicans, several are Democrat. One worked for the Obama administration. One worked for the Bush Jr. administration. One is married to one of the electors in Florida. All of those women, regardless of their color, race, creed, where they came from, okay, status, regardless of anything, all of them were American. Chelsea Clinton herself was on the floor when they won. They went in the back room and met the entire Clinton family. Yes, I know, okay, fine, whatever. Regardless of politics, religion, ethnicity, regardless of all that stuff, all 7 of them, to this very day, have never said a spiteful word about this country, have never even made politically biased statements in public. And that is not always the case today. Now, my favorite, everyone knows who my favorite is, was talking a while ago about the Olympics being delayed a year, which they are. They're going to be delayed 1 year from today, I think. And I said, if China is allowed to participate, I will boycott personally. A few weeks ago, she came on and again talked about it. And I said, remember what I said about China last time? Well, I may boycott anyway. Several subsequent Olympians who are friends of theirs have sided with the BLM movement, raising money for the rioters, okay? And of those several, one may return, and one may be a newcomer into the Olympic game. And I said, that is too much. I don't care about Democrat. I don't care about Republican. Okay, we all have our own beliefs. I understand that stuff. But when you are raising money for guys that are rioting, looting, pillaging, burning, raping, murdering, okay, we have to draw the line somewhere. And I've drawn that line many times. In fact, the night they won the gold medal, when the final girl broke her ankle, the doctor who rushed to her aid became world famous after that incident. And he has since been sent to prison for hundreds of accounts of sexual assault of children. Now, one gymnast who was non-Olympian, she's like a high school gymnast, who gave the biggest impact statement against him. He already pled guilty, but she gave a very good victim impact statement. She herself has become an abuser. She supported Justice Kavanaugh. She supported Christine Blasey Ford's abuse of Justice Kavanaugh. She has publicly said that men are rapists. Has publicly said that men do not have rights. She does not believe that men should have rights, period. So she herself has become an abuser in her own right. And I stood up against her. I said, yes, it's wrong for you to be abused, period. But at the same token, you can't just go around abusing innocent people. She participated in Justice Kavanaugh's abuse after he was exonerated. And a lot of people didn't like me for saying that. And I didn't care. I said, it's one thing if you said the guy's guilty and him being wrong in the end. But for you to continue to attack the guy and his family after he's exonerated makes you a dirtbag. Now, these sports franchises, okay, you got a lot of NFL shit. You got Red Sox. I'm a Yankees fan, but the Red Sox have the Black Lives Matter banner, and they donated money. NFL would not allow the Dallas Cowboys to put a decal to support the 5 Dallas cops were shot on live TV and killed. NFL would not allow players to wear American flag style shoes to honor 9/11. But the NFL is going to allow guys to wear decals to celebrate guys killed by police. Guilt versus innocence aside, if you were killed by a police officer, the NFL will allow the team to honor you. They donate money to Black Lives Matter. They allow players to sing the national anthem. They even want to have 2 national anthems now. They're going to have one song, which is a nice song, I'll be honest with you, to be the black national anthem, and the regular national anthem to be the white national anthem. We need to boycott this stuff, okay? Because, yes, coronavirus aside, when the stadiums do resume, whether it's baseball, football, tennis, okay, if they're going to support the BLM, Antifa, rioting, okay, if they're going to support that shit, okay, you need to make sure that you are not in the stadium. You need to make sure that you are not watching on television. You need to make sure that you're not buying their merchandise. Okay? Let them see the empty stadium. Okay? We support Black Lives Matter. Hashtag hands up, don't shoot. Okay? Let them display that over an empty stadium. Okay? Let them have no TV. Fucking motorcycle. Let them have no TV ratings. Like no one watches. Okay? Let them have no one buying their merchandise. Also, a lot of sports companies, franchises, governing bodies, NBA, okay, they condemned the United States because many years ago the United States owned slaves. So did the entire rest of the planet. Yet, in China, they have slaves that are making their products for them. So between, Colin Kaepernick shoes and all this shoe and that basketball and that jersey and that hat, all that shit is made in China by people that are literally enslaved. They make less than an American dollar a day. They are required to live in the dormitory, which is thousands of miles away from their families. They are billed for soap, water, and room and board. And by the time they get done with soap, water, and room and board, they owe the factory money. That is slavery. There was even an image of Chinese Muslims being herded in and out of cattle cars and blindfolded like fucking hostages. Okay? And these American companies that are making billions and billions and billions of American dollars are complaining the United States sucks because X number of years ago that and X number of years ago this. Yet, you are currently benefiting from actual slavery in the world today. Okay? So we need to start boycotting this shit. And it took me a lot of nerve to tell my favorite gymnast that I no longer followed friends of hers because said friends supported BLM. That took a lot of nerve. But I did it. And she respected me for it. She knows that I'm a little weird, okay? Because I've been following her forever. I've been talking to her forever. She knows I'm a little on the odd side. But she also knows that I'm very intelligent. And she also knows that I'm willing to stand up for what I believe in. She stood up for her own beliefs. And, you know, it's an old saying, you have to stand up even if you're standing alone. When that girl who was abused by the team doctor, the gymnast who was, like I said, not an Olympian, when she came out abusing, eviscerating Justice Kavanaugh, keep in mind she was eviscerating him after he was exonerated. Okay, she condemned the Senate for how dare you allow him to serve in the Supreme Court. Why? He didn't do anything wrong. Not one gymnast stood up to her. Not one of the abuse victims stood up to her. They kept silent. I didn't. I respect you more if you stand up against what is wrong and are hated for it than if you fall into line and were loved for it. Okay? So all these fucking sports franchises that are making billions of dollars with the racist United States, yet importing products from China that are made by slaves, okay? Stand up. Let them know that it's going to financially. Thank you.